It's becoming increasingly clear that Mark Carney is abusing his power as Prime Minister to benefit Brookfield, and by extension, Mark Carney's personal financial portfolio. Mark Carney has vast conflicts of interest with Brookfield. Carney stands to make tens of millions of dollars in future bonus pay from a multi-billion-dollar Brookfield investment fund he registered in Bermuda while he was chair of Brookfield. He also has Brookfield stock options worth millions of dollars. As the chief operating officer of Brookfield confirmed when he testified before the ethics committee, when Brookfield does well, Mark Carney does well. That's why the ethics commissioner set up an ethics screen that applies to Brookfield companies. It's also why the ethics commissioner specifically told Carney not to meet with Brookfield. But what has Mark Carney done? Literally the day after the federal election, Carney met with the CEO of a Brookfield-owned gas company. Then in May, Carney met the CEO of Brookfield Infrastructure, Sam Pollock, in Washington, D.C., and in October, Carney secretly met with the chief operating officer of Brookfield in the Prime Minister's office. And those are just the meetings that we know about. There could be others because Carney has been anything but transparent about who he has met with and who he has spoken to. It's not only that top Brookfield executives have direct access to Carney. Brookfield happens to be doing very well courtesy of Mark Carney's government. In the recent federal budget, Carney's government handed the European Space Agency $500 million. Why hand taxpayers' money to a foreign space agency? Perhaps because Brookfield has a 50% ownership of the European Space Agency's headquarters in England, and upgrading their facilities would also upgrade Brookfield's stock price. And then there's the recent Memorandum of Understanding with Alberta to perhaps someday possibly consider building a pipeline. But in the meantime, it requires a multi-billion-dollar investment in carbon capture and storage by Pathways Alliance. The leading carbon capture company connected with Pathways Alliance is Entropy. Entropy is owned by none other than Brookfield. And even more significant is the fact that the Brookfield fund that invested in Entropy is the same fund that Mark Carney set up and that his future bonus pay is tied to. What a coincidence. Canadians deserve the assurance that the Prime Minister is not making decisions that benefit his personal financial interests. But that's exactly what is happening under Mark Carney. Billions and billions of dollars are going to Brookfield, and Mark Carney is benefiting because, again, when Brookfield does well, Mark Carney does well. It's wrong, it's unethical, and it needs to stop. Conservatives are going to continue to demand accountability for Mark Carney.